Namaste, friend. My name is Jivens Dr. Neeraj Dholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jayati Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So today we are going to discuss a practical session, that is familiarization with the renewable energy gadgets. And this belongs to the subject, the Renewable Energy and Green Technology Lab. So, what do you mean by the renewable energy resources? So these are the new types of the energy resources, and that is not the conventional type of the energy resources. So why they are named as the renewable energy resources? Because the energy resources which are continuously and freely produced in the nature and are not exhaustible, that's why they are known as the renewable energy resources. So the example of the renewable energy resources are the solar energy, the biomass, wood energy, the geothermal energy, wind energy, tidal energy, ocean energy. So there are many types of the renewable resources are there. Okay, so the important one are the solar energy and wind energy and biomass energy, because these are used in a higher percentage. So the solar photovoltaic system is there. Okay, wind and the hydro fuel cell are there, which can generate the energy. So why we using these type of the renewable resources of the energy if we already have the conventional type of the energy resources? So there are some advantage. That's why we are choosing them. So the advantages are, first, that these resources of energy are renewable and there is no danger of depletion, uh, because they reoccur in the nature and are in re-exhaustible. So they are reproduced in the nature itself. So there is no danger of that they will finish one day. Okay. Second one is that the power plants based on the renewable resources of energy don't have any fuel cost, and they are negligible running cost, because in that you are not using the fuels or anything. So for example, the wind energy is produced by the fan like structure that is that do not need any fuel, so there is no running cost. Okay, and they do not need any fuel, so that's why they are very easy. Okay, so next one, that the renewable are the more site specific and are used for the local processing and application. So there are no need for transmission or distribution of power for the dam. For example, the biogas is produced locally, because they that is utilized uh, locally too. So there is no need of the um transmission or the distribution of the power, because it is utilized locally. The resource is the where is the resource is available, the power plant is put at that site only. So uh, that is beneficial. Next is that the renewables have low energy density, and more or less there are no pollution or ecological balance problems, because they are not producing any pollutant. So there is no harm into the ecosystem by these sources. Most of the devices and plants used with the renewables are simple in design, and their construction is very easy. They can be made locally. So the local skills is needed by the local people. So that's why this is helpful in providing the local employment. Next, the rural areas and the remote areas of the village, where no electricity is there and no connectivity is there for transportation of the energy. So there will be a huge saving from transporting fuels or transmitting the electricity from long distances by putting these power plants in that areas. although some disadvantages are also there. So for example, they have the low energy density. Okay, so they require more sizes, more space, and they produce less energy compared to the size. And of course, we cannot totally dependent on these resources, because say for example, if it is a solar system, if if sunlight is there, the electricity will be generated. If it is a rainy season, or the sunlight is not as much as required, so we have to we haven't depend on this. Okay, so we need a permanent source of energy along this. Then they have the low efficiency, and the renewables are essentially free. There is definite cost of the effectiveness associated with its conversion and utilization. So although it is very cheap, but it has some establishment cost. Okay, and much of the construction material used in the renewable energy devices are themselves very energy intensive, and because they have the low efficiency, that means they heat up, they emit the heat as a thermal pollution. And of course, they use the larger land spaces. Okay, so these are the benefits and the harms of the renewable energy. So there are many types of the renewable energy resources there. Say for example, the wind power energy is there. Okay, solar energy there, then geothermal energy is there. Okay, so we will discuss a few of the solar appliances here. Okay, so first is the flat plate collector. So what is the flat plate collector? It is mainly consist of a casing, absorber plate, and transparent glass covers, insulating material, and fluid passage tubes. So when the collector is exposed to sun, the radiation, that is the beam diffuse radiation, pass through the transparent glass covers, and the radiation is absorbed by absorber plate, which is coated with the black absorber paint. So the fluid tubes which are connected to the absorber plate absorb the heat and transfer to the water passing through the tubes and gets heated. So the hot water collected from all the tubes flow into a storage tank. The insulation is also there, that in the form of the paddy husk or the sawdust or glass wool, provided to the absorber plate to avoid the loss of the heat by the conduction. And loss of heat by the re-radiation is avoided by having good absorber coating. The convective loss is reduced by minimizing the air gap between the glass covers. The temperature attendant in it is in the range of the 40 to 100 degrees Celsius, depending upon the intensity of the solar radiation. A flat plate collector is usually held tilted in a fixed position on a supporting structure facing north if located in the northern hemisphere. Okay, then another instrument is there, that is the cylindrical parabolic concentrating collector. So this collector, the radiation coming on the concentrator is diverted to the absorber tube, which is covered with a glass tube to avoid the re-radiation loss. The heat from the absorber tube is transmitted to the fluid passing and gets heated up. So the hot liquid flows out to the storage tank to further application. The direction of the concentrator is changed with the sun movement by providing the single axis tracking. and the temperature attained by the collector is 100 to 300 degrees Celsius. Then one more instrument we will discuss here, that is the parabolic concentrator collector. So this type of collector is provided with 2-axis tracking and is free to move both on vertical and horizontal axis. The radiation received on the collector is reflected towards the concentrator, and the concentrator, which is coated with absorber coating, is heated up with the concentrated radiation, and temperature attained with this type of the collector is more than 300 degrees Celsius. So the heat absorbed by the absorber plate is transmitted to the air drawn into the collector, and the hot air leaves the collector to a storage tank for further use. So if the size of collector is large, the blower is used to draw air into the collector and transmit to the hot air to dry. The most favorable orientation of the collector for the heating only is due south at an inclined angle to the horizontal equal to the latitude plus 15 degrees Celsius. So in this lecture, we have understood that what are the renewable energy appliances, gadgets, and we have discussed few of the basic instruments which are required to collect the solar energy and used to convert in the another energy form. So they are we are already also discussed the advantages and the disadvantages of the renewable energy resources. So the flat plate collector is discussed here. Then we have discussed the cylindrical parabolic concentrating collector, and we have also studied the parabolic concentrating collector. So these are used to collect the solar energy and to convert it into the another form of the energy. We have also other appliances also, like the solar pond is there, solar photovoltaic cell is there. Okay, then in the renewable energy, wind power system is also there. So we will also discuss them in the next lectures and in the next practicals. So this was all about the renewable energy gadgets, familiarization of the renewable energy gadgets. So hope you are satisfied with this tutorial session. If you have any doubt, any query, you can write in the comment box. And this session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.